Back again. Another Watchalong, another live stream on the channel. Looking forward to this one, I can't lie. Why is there audio coming from like that? So yeah, Juventus, Manchester City. This one's going to be interesting, I'm not going to lie. I don't know how this game is going to go. But yeah, I mean, Man City hate along, of course. Big up. Juventus 2, Manchester City 2. Yeah, let's go through the teams then. Plus, we've got some other games on tonight. So I'm going to grab my hoodie 1 minute. It's a bit chilly. 1 minute. But yeah, it's going to be I think it's going to be a good night of Champions League. I ain't going to lie. I think it's going to be a good night of Champions League football. And I'm looking forward to it tonight. So for Juventus, Gregory, I've butchered that name, I'm so sorry. At right back, Silvana, Kolalu, Gatti, and then Dalilo at left back. In the double pivot, Locatelli and Keprin Thuram. Across the three, Keprin Yildizi, Coop Miners, and then Consao, and then Vlahovic. For Manchester City, Ederson is back in goal, which is interesting. As a back three of Gavardio, Diaz, and Walker, double pivot of Rico Lewis and Gundogan. Obviously, he can play in the Champions League, but obviously he's suspended for the weekend in the league. And then off the left, Jeremy Doku, Jack Grealish, Kevin De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva, and Erling Haaland. Let's have a look at the subs. I mean, Phil Foden's back, Savinho, Kovacic is back from injury for them, Mutation News. Who have still got out injured? Stones, Akanji, Ake, Rodri, and Oscar Bob. Oh my god, I forgot Timothy Ware still plays for Juventus. Weston McKennie as well. Wow, that is interesting. Some other games tonight. What else we got tonight? We got Milan, Red Star Belgrade, Arsenal, Monaco, Benfica, Bologna, Dortmund, Barcelona could be a one. That could be a good one. Feyenoord, Spartak Prague, Juventus, Man City. I'll tell you what we'll go and put in the title is this. There we go. Oh shit, 1 minute. Oops. Just editing this. Editing the title. Right, now it should be working. Yeah, let's actually have a look at the other teams. Let's have a look at the team sheet for Arsenal. Who are they? Let's have a look at their team sheet. Oh my god, that back four was interesting, you know. Raya, Partey, Saliba, Kivior, Lewis Skelly. Oh my god, Rice, Moreno. Why is his image all like that? Odegaard, Saka, Jesus, Martinelli. Monaco. Mbolo, man, what you got for me? Oh, Balogun's out injured, man. Imagine if Balogun came on the squad up. Gabriel, Zinchenko, Ben White, Tomiyasu. Havertz was on the bench. Wow, I'm surprised they dropped him. Let's look at the Dortmund, Barcelona. Kobel, Ryerson, Chan, Schlotterbeck, Besrani, Mao, Rafinha, Pedri. Oof. I wonder, right, if I can get the live scores up on my laptop. We've got about 8 minutes until kickoff, which isn't bad. Why the fuck is there so many ads? Does that work? I might have it like this. Because then we can see like the actual up-to-date live scores. That's what I'm thinking we might have it as. Oh, why is that banner not adding? There we go. And we can actually see it all properly now. Yeah, it looks a lot better. So we've got about 4 minutes until kickoff. Man City 2. Score predictions for the games. Red Star Bell. I'm going to go AC Milan 2, Belgrade 0, Arsenal 2-0, Benfica 1-0, Barcelona 2-1, Final 2-0, Man City Juventus 2-2, Stuttgart Young Boys 1-1. I think that's my predictions. Man City. Yeah. Imagine if Man City don't actually qualify. I think that's my picks. That's what I'm going for anyway, my score predictions. Man City failed to qualify. It would be mad, I'm not going to lie. My main picks, Arsenal 3, Monaco 0. Interesting, Juventus 1, Man City 2. Dortmund 2, Barcelona 4. 4-2 win, that would be mad, I can't lie. So yeah, let's actually get the game up. Because the game kicks off in 2 minutes. Let's get that up. View live. Let's get the Man City on. Then we'll get Barcelona, Dortmund on as well. So we've got watching both. But yeah, if Man City failed to qualify, I mean, let's get the table up. Share tab. So this is what we're dealing with. If Man City fail, they're on 8 points. I tell you what, it's possible, you know. It's possible. Like, you look at their results in the Champions League, 0-0 Inter, 4-0 win against Slaven, 5-0 against Spartak Prague, lost to Sporting, final 3-3. As for Juventus, 3-1 against PSV, 3-2 against Leipzig, lost against Stuttgart, 1-1 against Lille, and 0-0 against Aston Villa. I think there's goals in this game. As for Dortmund, I think they do qualify, to be fair. If they can... I mean, Barcelona, they're on a decent run in the Champions League. Lost 2-1 to Monaco, 5-0, 4-1, 5-2, 3-0. As for Dortmund, 3-0, 7-1, 5-2, 1-0, 3-0. There's going to be goals in that Barcelona Dortmund game, and I think there's going to be goals in this Man City Juventus. As for Arsenal, 0-0, 2-0, 1-1. Yeah, I mean, they're basically ahead of each other. I feel like, for me, the way I look at it is, I think Liverpool and Leverkusen definitely get a spot. I think Aston Villa got Monaco next. I think they definitely get a spot. I think Inter definitely get a spot. I think Barcelona definitely get a spot. Brest nil, it'll be interesting, but obviously they have got Liverpool next. I feel like there's the teams here. Who's most likely to probably get a spot? I mean, Bayern have got Feyenoord next. Where's Feyenoord? I mean, they're fighting in. But yeah, games have kicked off. I mean, some teams, or a lot more teams now, are getting relegated now with only 2 games. Like, Slavian's gone. Young Boys have to win all 3, and basically PSG have to lose. That's not going to happen. Leipzig are gone. That's mad. Bologna could potentially be gone. Even if results will say the 0-0, PSG could be knocked out. That's fucking mad. But yeah, let's get back up to the live scores. There we go. So yeah, Man City have kicked off. I'm excited for this game, I can't lie. I mean, Man City, they have to turn up. Like, if they lose, it's sticky for them. Like, it's sticker. Right, I've just put the gaming channel in the chat. So you can literally just click on the icon and you can click just straight away, just subscribe, which is good. But yeah, all the games are still 0-0. Obviously, it's only been a minute and 41 seconds. So, I mean, yeah, I'm look forward to tonight's Champions League. Then tomorrow night, obviously, we've got Europa League tomorrow night. But speaking of Man City, if Man City don't win tonight, they're in danger. Look. Let's get the table back up. If Man City win, if Manchester City win, they'll get an extra 2 points. I'll take them to. There's been a goal at Benfica. Benfica have scored. Let me just mute that because that was incredibly loud. But yeah, Benfica have scored in the Champions League. They lead Bologna by a goal to 0. And obviously the rest, yeah, it's just popped up, are still 0-0. I feel like Juventus might have been one of the most disappointing teams in the Champions League, like, in my lifetime. There's such a massive club over in Italy, but just don't do well in Europe. I feel like they're always a quarter-final team, and they always go out in dodgy ways as well. It's not like... Yeah. How do I mute this? VAR offside. Oh my god, right. Let's just mute this because that is annoying. Is there a way? Yeah, turn off that bloody sound because that is loud. Doku getting pulled there. But yeah, I think Man City is a must-win tonight. They don't win. A draw's not good enough. A loss is not good enough. I think if they lose or draw tonight, they ain't getting top 8. And to be honest, you look at the teams, right? Let's just show the table again. As things stand, look at the teams that they could be facing. They could face Bayern, Atleti. You saw a couple of years ago that ain't easy. I'm not sure if they can face Arsenal or not. Atalanta, Real Madrid, PT. There are some battles with Real Madrid. Feyenoord isn't easy, as they saw. So, like, if it just goes to shit for them, like, it's peak. It's peak for them if they don't win. Is that foul on Gundogan? Any world where Pep gets sacked or similar Klopp situation and leaves? No, I don't think Guardiola's. I don't think he's got years and years of credit. Guardiola, no, he's never going to get the sack. Never. Pep Guardiola is entitled to one bad season. He's won 4 titles in a row. Then before that, he won back-to-back. Centurions, a treble. This isn't like a Leicester City where they won the league, or a Conte or whatever, where they won the league and then a year or two later they get the sack. This is a man that's got 6-7 years of credit in the bank. Like, I think you'd only see the Twitter fans turn on Guardiola. I don't expect to see the match-going fans or people actually with any brain cells turn on Pep Guardiola. Because, like, come on. But there has been a couple of goals. Young boys are leading Stuttgart, and Feyenoord are leading. So far, 2 goals in the Champions League tonight. That's what we want. We want goals and goals. Juventus here. So that's going to be a foul. See what Twitter is saying. Just seeing some stuff about Trent now all over Twitter. Oh, Athletic won earlier. Some senior officials are furious with Ange Postecoglou for bringing back Mickey van der Ven and Romero too early from injuries. We have been told Romero out for 3 to 5 weeks, Mickey Van 3 to 4 weeks. The thing is with that, right? It's not really on Ange. Well, it is on Ange because obviously he does decide the team. But that's why you have like physios and the medical team and stuff like that and doctors to be say like, if it's not all down to Ange Postecoglou, where he says right, Mickey van der Ven, get your boots on, mate. You're playing against Chelsea. No, like they have a massive say. Like they have to sign them off. When they're back from injury, the doctors are like signing off. Like, yep, you're fit to return to team training. Yep, you're fit to return to whatever training. You're fit to return to play. Like that's what doctors and shit are there for. Otherwise, what's the point? To some extent, you can only blame Ange for picking the actual team. If the doctors and that say, yeah, they're completely fine to play against Chelsea, that's not really on Ange, is it? He's not a fucking footballing doctor. Feyenoord are leading 2-0. Wow. I just think it's a bit harsh to blame Ange Postecoglou for that, but that's massive to Tottenham, man. I just think, like I said, I think on the other day on the stream, I think the only reason Ange Postecoglou is in the job is obviously they're still in the Carabao Cup quarter-final. I stand on that. If they lose to Man U, you see it. I reckon you see 28 to 48 hours later, Ange Postecoglou sacked. That's my opinion. But if they go and beat Man United, it'll all be happy and rosy and daisies again. Because they're like, oh my god, semi-final, we have a potential trophy to win. And Ange has said many times, oh yeah, I win in my second season. So I know people say, oh, it's another League Cup. But the League Cup is like winning the Champions League right now for Tottenham. They've not won a trophy in like 17, 18 years. I was a baby when they last won a trophy. So for them, they will take anything. League Cup is like the Champions League for them. The Champions League is like winning 5 of them. You know? So I think that's the only reason Ange is still in the job. And due to maybe injuries and stuff like that, I feel sorry for Ange a little bit. Like, I get that he is very, very naive and stuff like that. But working with Enoch and Daniel Levy, not getting backed and stuff, like, you are seeing a very similar situation at Tottenham, where every 18 months, it's good for the first couple of months, and you're thinking, right, have Tottenham turned a corner? No. If you can get past that first 2 years at Tottenham, you're potentially doing something. It's very hard to get past like 18 months at Tottenham Hotspur, especially since Poch left. I mean, Nuno Espirito Santo, one manager of the month 2 months later, was sacked. Brought Antonio Conte a year and a bit later, sacked. They've been down the Jose Mourinho route, sacked him before a cup final. But I'm pretty sure I saw shit about the Jose sacking. It wasn't fully down to just bad results. Pretty sure it was like I saw like COVID shit about him. Like he didn't something about the rules or something like that. It's actually kind of mad. You probably sack one of the best pound for pound managers in terms of winning cups. You look at the amount of cup competitions and trophies that Jose won, and you're going to sack probably one of the best managers to ever be great at that. It is a bit mad. Tottenham for doing that. But yeah, apparently Antoine Griezmann's 6th year in the last 6 Champions League games, 40 goals in his career. But yeah, it is an interesting situation right now over at the toilet in North London in Tottenham. You know? Gary O'Neill, Thomas Frank, you know, I feel like those sort of managers are kind of waiting for it. No disrespect to them, but a better job. I believe at some point they could get offered the Man United job, maybe the Man City job, an Arsenal job if, potentially in the future. I feel like if you're a manager, look at the past 5 years, how it's gone at Tottenham. Why would you go to Tottenham? Wages? Is that it? Low expectations of not winning a trophy? Just get top form, be happy. I feel like if you go to Tottenham, you haven't really got the right mindset and you don't really want to win trophies as a manager. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion anyway, but yeah, I mean, it's peak over there, isn't it? History of the Tottenham. My dad's brother, so your uncle or whatever. My dad's brother supports Tottenham, and he wants Ange to stay, but wants fully backing because he believes in his style of play. I mean, look, I feel like he's very mixed at Tottenham. I feel like they do play good football, but his plan A will fucking bust. We're 4-0 down. They'll play the same way. The 4-0 up, they'll play the same way. Gun ho, high line, fucking no matter what. Tottenham Hotspur could be 1-0 up in the Champions League final with 3 minutes to go, and they'll still play that style of football and that high line. That's where I think Ange is at fault for some of the results and stuff. Where if he just twinkled, or maybe had a bit of a plan B or resort to type, you could argue more of a case that he's not at fault completely, but he is. He's definitely at fault for some of the results, and obviously the off-pitch stuff in terms of backing, that's on the owners, isn't it? So I do feel sorry for Ange Postecoglou in that way, because I do like him. I think if he was available last season, I think he would have suited Liverpool. The high line, the pressing and stuff like that, scoring loads of goals. I think that would have suited Liverpool. But looking back, with its only plan A and that, he's not. I think that's another thing with Ange. When he's had a lot of injuries, he'll still play the same way. He won't try and twinkle a bit. We've got a couple of injuries, so we'll twinkle a little bit. You don't. It's the same way or fucking nothing. Fucking no matter what. Just checking if audio is all right. And that's the only time I feel like you can make a real case for Ange. Because I don't think he's a bad manager. I really don't. I think he's good, but I don't think Tottenham. Ooh. Not bad chance there by Juventus. Edison had to certainly die for that. Did Edison get a touch? But yeah. Addison had to flip in. Definitely make a low reach for that. But and then I saw something about Ange saying about, oh yeah, it's only a derby against Chelsea. I think that is a mad thing to say. To say he managed Celtic. We all know how big Celtic Rangers derby is. Probably one of the biggest, you could argue, in terms of hatred and everything. That's probably the top 5 derbies in world football. And he's experienced that multiple occasions. I'm surprised he says something stupid like that in terms of, oh yeah, it's only a derby, it's only Chelsea. Oh yeah, it's only Tottenham and Chelsea. Like, come on, it's a big London derby. And those games, like as a neutral, I've seen how good those games are and how fiery and intense it is. And I'm only a neutral. I reckon it's even way more when you're a Tottenham or a Chelsea fan. So to say something like that, I think it's just a bit cheap, in my opinion. But 20 minutes in the game. What's the other scores? Milan 0-0. Arsenal. Feyenoord winning 2. Yeah. Conte Sal's looking like a bit of a problem so far for Juventus. Caused Juventus they're doing well. Man City's not really had any chances. Juventus have had a good chance and a half, but nothing so far in it. What was that for a ball? Jack Grealish, De Bruyne, Doku. Fulham and Man City, a massive thing for them is if they can get De Bruyne, to somewhat fit levels. Because yes, he's playing right now, but he looks way off it. Like way off it in certain games. There's certain games where he just looks like after like 5-10 minutes, the guy looks like he's been playing for about hours and hours. But that's just his body just slowly breaking down. You know, he's had a lot of injuries in the past couple of years, Kevin De Bruyne. You know, a couple of long spell injuries, a couple of other ankle injuries is going to make wear and tear on your body. And don't forget, Kevin De Bruyne is like 32, 33. So he's not a young player anymore who's just getting these unlucky injuries. That's all to take into an account with him. And the intensity that he plays at, with how vital and crucial he is to Manchester City, everything, all of that is just going to weigh its toll on it. Surely Man City do go out in the summer and get that big... Oof. Speaking of De Bruyne there, tried to create chance. Surely they go and get that big De Bruyne replacement. I don't think there's actually a player really like him. I think there's players that are as creative and as good as him, in the likes of like Musiala, Florian Wirtz. But in terms of like whole round game, I don't think there's not many players like a De Bruyne, and also where they'll drop back as well. I'm like trying to think of like players that would, suit that, because I think Kevin De Bruyne's defending is actually underrated. I think he's like, everyone always talks about his creative playing, how good he is in that. But I think in terms of dropping back and being defensive, I actually think he's underrated when it comes to that side of his game. And it doesn't probably get really recognised and spoken about as much as to others, as there's other attributes of his game. But so far, still no goals in the big two games of Juventus, Man City, and Barca. Still no goals. Oh, Stuttgart got one back against Young Boys. God, they are actually the whipping boys every year. Young Boys, every time they play in the Champions League. If you get Young Boys, you just know you're gonna get easy points. That's why they always finish like bottom and shit. I remember one year, I think they actually beat Man U. And it was like one of their only ever like Champions League wins, which was that shock because it's Man U. Still nothing in the Barca game. We've put that on. That's 25 minutes in. A lot of people are saying it's going to be a Barcelona Liverpool Champions League final. The only thing is, I worry with Barca is they've got a quality young crop of players and experienced players, but can these players do it over the course of a season? The La Liga title race, then the Champions League, playing every 3-4 days. Right, are we back? I don't know. Let me see what happens when I bring up comments. I'm not sure what the fuck's going off. Also, how many kits do I have? God, I have a whole wardrobe full of them, mate. Maybe I might do a video one day. Quick TikTok or whatever of all my kits. But I have a lot. I don't know what. I keep. I think we just get to half time and then try and fix it. Because I don't know what's going on. Of course you don't answer my message. Oh my god. Arsenal winning 1-0. Let's have a look who scored for Arsenal. I reckon it's going to be Bukayo Saka or flipping Saliba. Yep, Bukayo Saka. I don't know what's going on with StreamYard. Like, might have to end the live and redo it. Like, what's going on? Might have to just write this one off at half time. We'll see if it improves. Get to half time and we can try and fix it. Because it's annoying. AC Milan have got one up. Spartak Prague have got one back. Ooh. But when we get to half time, we'll try and see what's going on in the back office, because I don't know why StreamYard is playing up. Like, all the shit I can see on my screen is all alright, but in terms of ooh, no pen, says the ref on Garassi. I can't even see the comments. I can get up on my phone. I used to use StreamYard. It's awful at times. Use OBS on live on YT. Second half. I'm going to try and fix it all up. Right, let's hope we're back. Are we back or not? I mean, we're going to see in a minute if we are or not. I'm hoping the stuff I did in the back office may have fixed it. But yeah, the games are back. Just waiting for the thing to load on my screen. But yeah, big second half for some teams. Fighting to get into the playoffs. Fighting to get into the top 8. I mean, it should certainly be a good second half. I want to see some big goals. I know Arsenal winning, etc. Hopefully we get some goals in the Barcelona, Dortmund. Because yet this season, I've not done a 0-0. I've not done a 0-0 yet this season. So we've got to continue that streak of 0-0s. It was close yesterday with the Liverpool game. And let's hope, inshallah, we're correct. Hopefully, Juventus win. I'm not really asked about who wins out of Dortmund and Bayern. Dortmund and Barca, sorry. But hopefully we get some sort of goals. Yeah, Juventus, Stuttgart 1-1. Juventus still 0-0 with Man City. Final 3-1. Dortmund, Barca 0-0. Benfica 0-0. Arsenal, Monaco 1-0. And obviously AC Milan, Rafael Leao scored in that game. He's now on I think 12 GA I saw all season. 6 goals, 6 assists for that man. Right, I want to put my thing in the game. Right, I've just put again in the chat my gaming channel. So yeah. We're on 14 subscribers on that one. We're looking to be growing that over the next couple of weeks. Starting tomorrow, there's going to be a Lego Garassi! Offside Garassi. It's a really nice ball as well. Should have been one. If it was an offside, it would have been 1-0 Dortmund. Barca Highline caught out there. Oh, was that Pedri down there? Emeka has been given a yellow card there. Foul on Pedri. Apparently something's happened in the Man City game. We'll quickly switch to that. Juventus, Manchester City. Juventus 1-0. Juventus. God, Edison. So Vlahovic injured there. But yeah, Man City 1-0 down. Wow. Barcelona have scored. Finally. We're not going to have a 0-0. We're alive. Man City 1-0. I mean, God, wow. Let's have a look at the Dortmund. Barcelona. Goal. Hansi Flick's reaction, just sitting there like, yo. Yeah, calm as you like. That's cold still. But yeah, Juventus 1-0. So AC Milan 1-0 up against Red Star. Yeah, Rafinha 6 goals in 6 matches. He is starting to. He's turned up this season, man. A lot of people was calling him a flop last season. The guy's a baller. Benfica, Bologna, 0-0, but Benfica just scored, but I think it was ruled off. Dortmund are now losing 1-0 to Barcelona. Feyenoord are winning 3-1. Man City are losing 1-0, and Stuttgart are winning 2-1 against Young Boys. Well, I'll get that tile updated in a minute. Where's my mouse gone? Oh, Rafinha. Still going Rafinha. Oh. Right, that's that updated.